The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about...
On 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And some space here. And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's Steve McClendon that time who winds up getting him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 from the 44. From the shotgun, Wilson. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw again is Wilson. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Steve McClendon in there to drop him for a loss on the play.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He's brought down.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
failure to connect on second down. That leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's got Snead. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
Devin Singletary, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 6.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Colts 3.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. Got a man, it's Patterson complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
4 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Patterson.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Colts 10, Titans 7. Dustin Hopkins set.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Sheldon Richardson on the stop.
Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. From the gun, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He's got Jack Doyle. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Jack Doyle.
His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
And the Titans.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. On the give, this is Cohen. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
It's a
good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
A gain of 7.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Jameis now on 1st down. Brought in left side by Snead. Touchdown, Titans. Willie Snead, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have once again taken the lead.
For the point after.
And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light there. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
And 10 at the 14-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
53, Mike. Oh, you got deep?
On 2nd down, Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
58 the money. 58 the money. Switch. 58 the Mike. 58.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
By the Titans.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
1st down, Tennessee.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. That one complete to Wilkins, the running back. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
And 7 at the 13-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Winston. The screen pass here to Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30, 10, 5, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis as the first half is winding down. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown.
For the point after.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. right after a turnover. You count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Runs through the contact. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Again, it's Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 3rd down, Winston going deep here for Watkins. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
On the tackle.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston, he'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be taken down inside Indy's 15-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 58 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
He was brought
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. They run. This is Cohen. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Cohen, the ball.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown.
To number 84, Corey.
3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Third quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Good. Makes the score Titans 27, Colts 24. Dustin Hopkins.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. That catch good for only a couple.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Jameis to throw it. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And that was Carlos Dunlap who got in to take him down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3rd and long for Winston. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. 1st down, a run with Cohen. He spins free. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A gain of 11.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He was brought down by...
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Titans first down.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now they'll run it with Cohen. Shavarius Ward in on the tackle. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Singletary here running out of the gun. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Devin Singletary, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Titans 34, Colts 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. 3 yards the gain there, second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 21-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And now it's second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's good.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Run it. 53.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. John Ross there to make the grab. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, you should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Winston goes ahead, takes the knee, and that should be all she wrote.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
Today's final score.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Titans, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they've fallen out of things now as they sink. They'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take